As you can see, I'm not alone today. Hi, I'm Domi Cat.
I wanna get to your clothes, gotta get it right now. I wanna push all the limits with you right now.
Hi loves, welcome back for another video. Today I have a special guest with me.
Domi Cat!
Woo!
I have a channel too.
She does. It will be linked down below and you guys should definitely go check her out and subscribe. And today we're going to be sharing a bunch of tips for going to online video conventions, basically Playlist Live and Vidcon, because those are the two that we've been to multiple times.
Yep. So I think our first big tip, as we talked about earlier, basically just be completely flexible. Don't make a rigid plan. It's not gonna work out.
It's really great to want to see a certain panel or a certain YouTuber at a certain time, but things happen and you really just want to get as much out of the experience as you can.
And you definitely, if things do happen, you want to be able to say, I'm gonna go do that instead.
Yeah.
And it generally turns out to be one of the best experiences you'll have, so definitely keep an open mind.
For sure.
There's obviously the standard stuff, like drink tons of water.
Yes. Hydration. It sounds cheesy and dumb, but it's so key.
It's really, really important. By the first day of my VidCon, I got so dehydrated, I had to go back into the room and nap for 2 hours after. And it wasted 2 hours. You don't want to do that. Drink water.
Yes, water's key. Also food is good.
Bring a water bottle, because you don't want to buy water. It's like $5.
Yep. That's also true. Not fun.
Everyone's there for the same thing. Kind of. Everyone's basically there for the same thing.
Right.
Like if you're a creator and you get a creator badge and you're going to VidCon or Playlist and you see other creators, go talk to them. They're there to meet other people too. They want to meet you, mostly, probably.
Especially for me, because I tend to be more of an introvert, and so going up to people that I don't know is terrifying for me. But I think a safe space like Playlist or VidCon is just so different because we share those common interests. Even if I make beauty videos and they are gaming and you know, it's totally different worlds, but we still share that same passion of sharing part of our lives on the internet. And so that's awesome, and it's great to make new friends, and it never hurts to say hi and strike up a conversation.
I'm an introvert too, and as an introvert at VidCon who has turned out, I lead a Facebook group now, and so I'm kind of leading a group, and we have a house together and everything while we're there. And basically, we're all into completely different stuff. Some of us make short films, some people make gaming stuff, some people make beauty videos, I make comedy. We all make completely different stuff, but we all just like being together and we all like being in each other's videos. When you find people like that, it basically changes your entire YouTube experience.
It totally does.
If you have even one YouTube friend and that one YouTube friend makes is like your whole YouTube world, imagine having 20 of them. It's kind of amazing.
It's the best.
It's the best. It really is great. So definitely just go up and talk to people. You never know who's gonna be your next best friend. Vlog everything. No, it's true though.
Yeah.
Vlog. I mean, even if you're not a vlogger, because I'm not really a vlogger, but I use it more for when I look back on it.
Yes.
I'm it's amazing to look back on VidCon from 2 years ago and be like, oh my god, look at how much has changed. Look at what I did.
Yeah.
Look at how terrible my video quality was.
I completely agree with this. There are so many things that I vlogged that I never posted to the internet. I've actually, this upcoming playlist will be my 5th playlist. I have posted one playlist vlog ever. Just one vlog. But I still have clips from every single one, and it's so fun to look back on them. So even if you don't end up sharing these things, it's good to have the memories for yourself.
Again, if you don't vlog, it's gonna be something good to look back on in the future. It's gonna be good to share it with people. Because honestly, people like to see those convention vlogs. They're actually some of my better performing videos in general, just kind of overall, because people just like to see what other people are doing at VidCon. Even if you think you're too small for anyone to care, some people will care.
You still have your own unique perspective too, and so they'll get to see the event through your eyes, and that's really awesome.
And other people went to VidCon like to see that too. So. And also, if you're vlogging and people see you vlogging, you'll have a lot of people trying to photobomb or wanting to be in your video, even though they don't know who you are, which is great. And then you can make a new friend. So even if you're pretending to vlog,
just talk to the camera. You don't even have to be recording.
Which I've done by accident.
I think we all have. It's fine.
Tell this amazing story and then 5 minutes later realize, oh, I wasn't recording any of that. It's also also great to learn how to vlog at VidCon because everyone's already vlogging, so there's really no chance to feel awkward, as awkward anyway.
There's a lot less pressure.
There's a lot less pressure. So when you're
public spaces.
That's where I learned how to vlog at like Playlist Live DC and Playlist Live Orlando and VidCon. That was where I was learning how to vlog, and then I could vlog in other places like Brazil. Haven't posted that one yet.
You should, that sounds fun.
Bring business cards.
Yes, you need to have a way for people to remember you, and it's not that you're not going to be a wonderfully memorable person. You're going to meet so many people throughout the weekend, and if they have something to tangibly hold on to, they're that much more likely to go check out your channel after the weekend is over.
And I know people do stickers, people do pins. I know one of my friend Emily, who I'm rooming with when I moved to LA, Emily, MTV. Yep, her. Sorry, I've been doing this in every video where I just like promote her.
She'll also be linked down below. You know.
Yes! I did it, Emily. She beaded little bracelets and put it, looped it around her business card. She had like a little hole punch and she beaded like individual bracelets for each business card.
Also time consuming.
It's very time consuming, but people loved it. They were like, oh my god, and they like people were wearing it and they loved it, and it was actually fantastic. So if you do like little mini memorable things that people will remember that. But just having a business card in general is useful anyway. There are business card tables all over. You could practically throw them in people's faces. Don't actually do that. But
okay, sure, thanks.
That's basically what people are doing. They're like, hey, you know, talk to somebody, and then before they leave, they're like, you want my business card so we can find you later? Yeah, okay. They'll take it. No one like looks at you weird for that.
Yeah,
because everyone's doing it.
Yeah, and it's really easy to get business cards. You can do Vistaprint, which is a way that I know a lot of people do them, but you can also make them yourself. I don't know if many people know this, but you can just buy like an Avery template from like Target or wherever, and if your printer is good, you can print them at home and just tear them apart yourself.
Yeah, if you get them at Vistaprint, you can get like a whole pack of like 500 of them for, I think I got mine for $25 last year.
Yeah, definitely affordable.
Yeah, it is very affordable. So if you can afford that, then definitely you can get even fewer than 500, I think, if you really wanted to. I will say, if you don't know what brand you have yet, don't get that many because then you're gonna change it.
You're kind of stuck with it.
I have my 2 business cards from the last 2 years, completely different. I'm gonna make new ones again this year. It's just a warning, otherwise like you have like 500, like 1,000 business cards that you won't use anymore probably. Also for networking sessions, if you go to a networking session, there's almost always a way in a networking session where they like collect business cards or something like that and then email everyone afterwards or something. I've seen that in like several networking sessions, so if you have a business card, it helps you there.
Definitely. Portable chargers are so helpful because you're using your phone so much more than you would basically in any other situation because you're going to be wanting to take pictures and tweet things and maybe even live stream things. So your battery is going to go so quickly and you want to be able to not have to just sit against a random wall where you find an outlet for like 30 minutes while you charge your phone.
Yeah, that's the worst, honestly.
So having that external battery is definitely going to
And charging stations are always crowded too because people always forget their external batteries. Don't be one of those people.
No.
Also, it's always gonna die at like the worst time. Like you're gonna see someone that you want to talk to or something, or like want to join a group but you won't be able to. And I bring like 3 of them because you never know.
That's true.
Especially at like VidCon and playlists, the Wi-Fi like never works right.
That's true, yeah.
And so you end up being on data a lot, which drains your battery even faster. That's probably another tip. Prepare for that. Prepare for you to not really be on Wi-Fi all the time. The hotel Wi-Fi is usually okay.
Yeah, but like the actual convention
Wi-Fi is terrible.
Useless.
Make sure you have plenty of data, I guess.
Definitely key.
Just a warning. Or like take photos and then post them to Instagram later.
That's also good. Living in the moment is good.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't hurt to share things, but you also don't want to be that person that's just like scrolling through their phone because you can do that at home. Try not to have your heart set on meeting one specific creator.
Oh my goodness, this is so important.
It really is. It's wonderful if you want to go to Playlist or VidCon and meet your favorite YouTuber ever. But the reality of the situation is, even if you sign up for their meetup, you still might not get to meet them. Something might come up, maybe they end up getting sick or have to leave early. So if you go in with that expectation, you are honestly setting yourself up for disappointment.
It's 100% true. There are going to be creators that last minute won't be able to show up. There are certainly creators that are not going to be walking around the area. Like the only chance you would see them is at a meetup or possibly at a panel, but you don't know. You just don't know.
You don't.
And if you're gonna spend all your time chasing after, missing out on all the other wonderful things going on at the convention. There's so many great things. The expo hall is usually fantastic. There's so many things to do. There's so many people to talk to. Talk to them. You also don't know who knows who.
Right.
So talk to anyone you can. You don't know if you're gonna meet someone who knows that creator. I'm just saying, there was this one girl my first year at VidCon we ran into. Her name was Elle Mills or something.
Oh yeah.
She's friends with like the entire Teens React. Teens React at the time cast. But I didn't know that. We just happened to be talking to her, and then she was telling us all these stories about behind the scenes Shane Dawson and this and that. And the next thing we know, we're like arm in arm skipping down the festival area to go meet the Teens React cast.
That's amazing.
It was really, I was sitting there just like, I don't know what's happening, but this is so much fun. I didn't know who she was. We just brought her into our group to take photos with us at one of these photo booths, and she started talking to us.
Long story short, just talk to people, be friendly, keep an open mind.
Give
Don't
everyone
be
a chance.
set on one person, because
Don't.
there's so much more.
Definitely download the event app, because first of all, it has the entire schedule on there.
Yes.
So even if you don't need to make a specific plan like we suggested before, but definitely like if you have a free hour, look and be like, what's going on? And then if there's something interesting, go do it.
And it just gives you the option to check out things going on when you have that extra time. And since it's already on your phone, it's so easy to access. It's definitely been key for me for
And the
any
map,
convention.
too.
And yes, the map also
map.
helps so much.
Especially because these conventions, especially VidCon's going to be changing this year.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know anything about what Playlist Live is going to be doing in future years, but you never know. It has a map. That's important. And as a tangent off of that, put the VidCon Twitter on alert, like put the alert on for VidCon Twitter, because they announce all sorts of random things going on, and especially things that aren't on the schedule.
Right.
So, for example, like, oh look, surprise guest blank is on this stage, come meet this, and maybe it's someone you really wanted to see. You can go. Sometimes they announce like random contests or something.
Yeah.
You don't know. So definitely do that, and then you'll be able to stay up to date with everything going on at VidCon. You'll be the first one to know, kind of.
That's really smart. I've never thought to do that.
I have it on like 24/7.
I love it. True convention queen over here.
VidCon's gonna be my 7th convention in
amazing.
2 years.
Wow. You're killing it.
I went to 4 last year.
That's awesome.
Don't be afraid to go to things by yourself. Again, that'll give you the chance to meet more people. If you're surrounded by people, some people are intimidated by that. So if you go by yourself, you're more likely to have either someone walk up to you, or you can go talk to someone else without intimidating them. That's just the way I always looked at it, because I always felt like when I was surrounded by a group, I didn't actually get to meet as many people.
Right.
You know?
You kind of spend the whole time with that group, and it's great to have that group of friends as well that you can go back to throughout the event. But if there's a certain panel that you want to see or a certain stage performance that you want to see, don't be afraid to go do that by yourself, because you're missing out if you don't, and you might make new friends that you wouldn't have met otherwise.
Exactly. Don't just make decisions based on what your friends want to do, obviously, because you want to do what's going to make you happy. I think there was a couple times when I would just go to the festival area and eat lunch by myself. They all wanted to go to like Denny's or something.
Right.
I was like, no.
Time for Denny's.
Don't be afraid to go do things by yourself. If that's what you want to do.
Absolutely. And also, just expanding off of that, don't be afraid to go to a convention by yourself, because you can totally meet people. I've done this, and I was afraid to do this, but I've gone to multiple by myself, and I have amazing friends now. We actually met at a convention / online because of conventions.
Yeah, I don't
So-
really remember exactly which one came first.
I think I joined VidCon Creators, and then we met at Playlist.
So you actually joined VidCon. You're actually in VidCon Creators.
I am.
We definitely met at Playlist Live.
Yeah.
Definitely hung out at Playlist Live. But yeah, no, exactly. Like, VidCon, my very first, VidCon 2016 was my very first convention. And I didn't know anyone. I made a VidCon small YouTuber tag that I just kind of came up with, and I was like, let me see if I can get people behind it. And VidCon retweeted it, and people, were coming to it and talking to me, and that's how the group started. And all of a sudden, next thing I know, I go to VidCon, and I just already had this built-in group. So that's kind of a second tip. Before a convention, don't be afraid to reach out to people.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, Twitter, Instagram, like all of those social medias, and of course YouTube, like we're talking on right now. It's so easy to... What?
What is it, YouTube?
It's so key to reach out to people, and they're not gonna ignore you, because they also are gonna want to meet new people when they're going, and it's a good way to meet people beforehand.
Basically just search hashtag whatever the convention name is, 20 whatever year it is.
Yeah.
So hashtag VidCon 2018, hashtag Playlist Live 2018, and then you'll find all sorts of people saying they want to go. Also people looking for rooms together.
Yes.
All sorts of people who want to meet up somewhere. And even if they don't say that, just ask them if they want to meet up anyway. Be that one. Be that person.
Does not hurt to ask.
If you hear a girl scream, run in the opposite direction. I mean, first see who it is and then run in the opposite direction.
No, you probably should just run.
But I'm curious. I want to know who they're screaming at.
No, that's fair. But
Half
most
the
of the
time it's someone I don't know.
It's some random, really young teenage boy with blonde hair.
Someone from Musical.ly usually.
Yeah.
And it's, good for them.
I mean, maybe if you're like into that, you should probably run the other direction towards them, because maybe you love them, but I am not about
So the way I
that.
look at it is like if someone's screaming and you happen to be right next to the person they're screaming at, stay there.
Or run with them.
Or run with them.
There, you can make a new friend.
Definitely, like, just watch out for that, especially if you're an introvert or you have some social anxiety, or just if you're claustrophobic. That's a big one. Just be very wary of that, especially on like the expo hall floors and stuff.
Yes.
The good thing about having a creator pass or something like that is that there's usually like a separate area where you can breathe
And like kind of go hide with like the other, I don't want to say cool people because that's like mean, but like
kind of
the other people who also make videos and are there for that reason versus just to scream and run after whatever creator.
The creator lounges are the best.
They are.
Keep in mind for like if there's any lounges like that, I know there's like parents lounge for any parents that like need to get away. Very useful. Definitely just have a place where you can go if you need to just take a break. And water will make you feel better.
Yes.
Just always have water on you. Take notes.
Yes. This is mostly at panels. I don't know what notes you might take from a stage performance, or I don't know, networking maybe. If there's something that you want to hold on to, like say someone talks about an editing program that you haven't tried yet, or a certain way that you could upload more quickly. I don't know. Just things that you think would be useful in the future. You might think that you're going to remember them, but there's going to be so much else that goes on throughout the rest of the day that it's so easy for that to slip from your mind. So even if you just jot something down on your phone really quick, you will thank yourself later.
No, yeah, it's definitely useful. If you ever get the chance to talk to any, I wouldn't necessarily big creators, but creators that know what they're doing.
Yes.
Creators that have some sort of following and know things. Like definitely listen to them. And definitely like be ready to take notes. Also, it looks good to them when it's like you're listening to them about that sort of thing. So that's gonna leave an impression on them, first of all. And second of all, you're going to learn something from them. Especially if you have specific questions.
Yes. Questions are also really key. Don't be afraid to ask. No one is gonna judge you. And you'll probably really gain something awesome from it. And there's probably someone else at that panel as well who's wondering the same thing, but is too afraid to ask. So they'll also be really happy that you did the same.
Oh yeah. But even at panels, I know it's gonna be nervous to ask in front of everyone. You might think, well, my question's stupid. No question's stupid. The only stupid question is a question that isn't asked. Is what my grandfather used to say.
I like that. I agree with that. But it definitely is a great opportunity to learn if that's something that you want to get out of it. So
Exactly. Agreed. People ask about this all the time, actually, and I have a lot of people ask me about this.
Okay.
Which is specifically like, how do I get into parties? Like, where are the parties? Why don't I see any of them? And the thing about whether it be Vidcon, Playlist, any convention party, is that they're generally not hosted by the convention itself. I know Vidcon has Vidcon Prom, and that's like the G-rated version of any party you could ever
it's like a middle
to.
School dance. It's still fun.
It's still fun, though.
But,
like if all you want to do is like have like really loud top 40s music pounding in your ear with strobe lights everywhere and someone somewhere wearing a horse head dancing around a circle, then that's your place.
Yes.
You found it.
Yes. I had fun when I went. So.
I thought it was fun. Yeah, I met people in onesies. The horse head guy was there, as he always is.
There's always a horse head
always
guy.
one guy in a horse head, right? It's not just me. The other parties, the ones that you're probably asking about, are things that you have to meet people to be invited to.
Yes.
Hey, look, see how it's coming full circle.
Yes.
But really, like you have to be Eventbrite will have a lot of the free parties that are going on. Some of them are kind of lame, and some of them aren't. Really, you don't really know until you go to them. Definitely keep an eye on Eventbrite. Like ask around friends. Like, have you heard of anything? Keep an eye on like the VidCon hashtags and see if anyone's posting anything there. Our group does a little creator party ourselves. So that's like we do that. And then any like the really big ones, like the maker party and stuff, generally invite people. Find ways in. I don't know how.
Just
but
some magic.
Just like if you're gonna try, just be ready for it. Like be prepared to not be allowed in. You just have to keep your eyes and ears open and be listening for anything and anyone to say anything.
All right, guys, those were all of the tips that we had for you in this video. I know that we talked a lot, so hopefully you found some of them helpful and got something out of it. And if you're going to your first convention soon, whether it's Playlist Live or VidCon, we're so excited for you. You're gonna have such a great time. And if you haven't gone yet and you're thinking about it, please do it. Just go
And
for
please
it.
let us both know if you're going to any of them.
Yes, leave a comment below.
Please. Yep. We want to talk to you.
We do. Want to be friends. Want to meet new people.
See, it's not that hard. If we can do it, you can do it.
Yes.
I think.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to go check out Domi's channel. I will have it linked down below.
And we're going to go make a video for
yeah,
our channel.
we are going to make another video.
Right now,
so-
where we talk about our convention stories.
Yes, so you definitely want to check that out because I'm sure that we're going to have some fun ones and some just interesting memories to share. Thank you guys so much for watching and we will see you next time. Bye.
I don't love you no more. Just say it.